Welcome back, man. Hey, yo, what it do? It's your boy J. Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, now in today's video, what I'm gonna be talking about, I got a little surprise for you guys. I know a lot of people that's been following the channel, y'all already know I'm about to break one of my own cardinal rules. Normally, I don't do reaction videos. I never like the concept of it, but I figured I'd give some critiques or just answer some questions because I had a lot of people hit me up in my inbox talking about,
hey, yo, J. Lou, this dude finally dropped the video, and then within the first 3 minutes of the video, he's saying the same thing that you said.
Now, for the people that's new to my channel, I want y'all to understand the reason why these people say this stuff and bring this to my attention is because they was there when these cats was hating on me hard, talking about trying to clown me going live, trying to clown my content, clown my who I am, all that stuff like that, right? They do that stuff on Facebook. If you are not familiar with any of this stuff, make sure you watch this video right above here. It's gonna explain it and break down everything. The reason why I'm doing this is because, man, as you can see, we all quarantined. People ain't got nothing to watch on YouTube. So when it comes to this whole reaction video, whatever, is more so I can't go outside. Let me be real with y'all. I can't go outside. I haven't been getting as much sunlight as I need. As y'all can see, man, I'm light skinned, bro. If I don't get sun, I die. And y'all, a lot of people be hating on that boy Spiritual Soul when he be talking about sun gazing. Man, that stuff work. When you don't get enough sun in your life, it just make you feel like. I feel like slapping somebody today. So with that being said, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Let's get into the video. All right.
It's 2020. It's 2020, y'all.
2020.
It's 2020, and today I'm
man, you late.
How to get waves in 2020.
All right. So check this out. So today he gonna teach you how to get waves. And the intro is it's 2020, hyping up 2020. We already know his shenanigans, bruh. It is March. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like, it's March. Why did you take you so long to drop this video? Normally he dropped these videos in January. You can go back. Like I said, when I used to be cool with him and everything like that, I knew for a fact he would drop these videos almost every single year in January. But I wonder why he waited so long to drop his bad boy now. You know what I'm saying?
I know I told you guys last year,
see?
Okay, in 2019, year before that, in 18, and 17, and so on and so forth, okay?
You know
but
what I'm
it
saying?
ain't no difference, okay? We finna still teach you the same thing.
Alright. Pause. That is worth noting. He said, we about to teach you the same thing. It ain't no difference. So why I got people hitting me up talking about, man, I'm just gonna sit back and watch it.
We're basically finna say the same thing, alright? But you guys
we gonna see. We gonna see.
My waves look like now to when I look like then, alright? It's your boy 360 Jeezy. Come along for this ride, because there's a couple of stuff that I need to pick up from the store.
Come on, dog. Alright, now, one thing I want to do is say is I always try to give out advice. If you are amazed at these transitions that he be doing, all you gotta do is watch Casey Neistat videos. You need to get hip. He's the one that made vlogging cool. He made everybody want to vlog because he did all these crazy transitions, and people be trying to give it credit to this dude, but the reality is he get inspired from Casey Neistat. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn how to do that kind of stuff, just watch his videos. All you have to do between every single transition is simply add like a fade out effect, which means it fades out to black, and then put a sound effect, a swoop, a swoosh, or whatever you want to do in the sound effect, and then it'll just give it that crazy look. If you really want to take it to the next level, they got a whole bunch of other stuff, but let's get into it.
We outside of Walmart right now, finna go in.
All right, we about to skip that.
Isn't what I could
they
get.
told me it was around the 3-minute mark. I like to watch stuff because, like I always say, if you're not an eyewitness, you're a false witness. Alright, so this is the 2-minute mark.
Alright, you guys, what you need to know about waves is that waves is basically curls laid down. Once you grow your hair out, your hair tends to curl, and all it is just laying down those curls. Now, when it comes to getting waves, all you do is brush to the point where your hair starts to curl. When it comes to my experience...
Man, hold up. Alright, so I have so many people that constantly hit me up in my inbox and they confused, and this is this is one of the primary guys of why people are confused about getting waves, because he's gonna probably contradict himself a little bit later on in the video. But the funny thing is, they always say brush your hair, brush your hair, brush your hair. But if your hair is not curling, what's the point of brushing if you're trying to get waves? People be thinking that if you start brushing before your waves come in, you'll get better waves when they come in. That's not the reality. Your waves gonna form however they gonna form. I don't care if you brush 20 weeks before your hair started to curl. You still gonna have to go through the ripple stage, you know? So that's why I tell people, don't brush until your hair starts curling. But this dude saying brush your hair basically until the point that until your hair starts curling.
And what I know, I'm basically 7 years into really just being a hardcore waver, right? So all of this information that I'm telling you guys is basically built up information over time, right? This is not something that I researched and got information on. This is just something that comes from experience. So when you're trying to get waves...
Okay, so this is information that he's learned over the years. I remember distinctly this cat was mad at me because on one of my videos, I wasn't talking about him specifically, but I said, man, there's a lot of YouTubers that's just giving y'all bro science. And these people hate on me because I'm actually giving y'all the knowledge. For the regular viewers, y'all don't see it, but this is subliminal. Because at the end of the day, Jeezy's known for throwing subliminal. There's a reason why he dropped this video in March. And he's saying the things that he's saying. But I find it funny that you admitting that you are giving people bro science. Going off of experience, you are a licensed professional. You should... If you care about your craft, you should want to research or understand this stuff on a deeper level. But this guy is the main person that's talking about it. He always saying,
it ain't that deep.
But when it comes to me, come on, bro.
Basically, what the hair is doing is that if you ever grabbed a piece of hair, a piece of long hair, and you add tension to it and you pull, basically the curl starts to snag back and just kind of retract and curl. So that's basically what you're doing with your wave.
Is this what we doing in 2020? I don't ever recall Jeezy ever saying, let me see what time frame. This the 3-minute mark. Okay, so the reason why, like I know for a fact, this is probably the point why they wanted me to watch the video and get my thoughts on it. Because Jeezy's been dropping these videos for years. He's never ever used this example to describe hair. And one of the reasons why people that reached out to me, they was on the live streams when I started talking about this and explaining it in my videos. If you go back and watch the Truth About the Straight Hair Waivers video, I'll make sure I link that bad boy right above here. That's how I described it. And this cat was on live talking about,
man, he got people on YouTube. They over here trying to compare hair to a balloon string. Da 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 da.
And I got all these wannabe fanboys that's on the Facebook wave pages that's just following after what he's saying, hating on me for no reason. Like that boy Uzi say, it's amazing to me how these niggas don't know me but still find a way just to hate. I got people hating on me and I don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. Like the difference between this video is we used to be mutual or cordial, whatever the case is. And then when somebody do you wrong, you got every single right to speak on it. But I be having people, I ain't never said nothing a day in my life to these cats. And they capping hard. I'm like, dog, like y'all be making the wave game look bad. That's the kind of stuff.
All you're doing is brushing your hair, trying to get that same effect and getting your hair to curl up.
That's
so
funny,
as a waver, one of the...
They laugh at you and they try to clown you first, then they copy you.
Main essential products that you need is a hard brush, medium brush, and a soft brush. A do-rag and some wave grease or oil. Now keep in mind...
Alright, now... A lot of the stuff I do on my channel is to experiment and to push the boundaries, because a lot of people be thinking that, oh, you need a hard brush, you need a medium brush, you need a soft brush. You don't need any of that. You don't need a hard brush, you don't need a medium brush, you don't need a soft brush. It helps if you have it, but one thing that I'm about to do is show y'all how to get waves without using a brush. You know, so underneath this, I ain't got no waves. I told y'all I was gonna be shifting and going from my previous pattern to a 360 swirl hive. But I said, man, forget that. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Within all these years, at the beginning of the video, he talking about,
we're gonna see how my waves look from then.
This dude has had the same pattern for almost 3 years. He should be flawless by now with all of the... Bruh, come on. I've had 3 patterns within 3 years.
When I first started, I didn't go out and get all the expensive brushes all the expensive greases
now,
and
that's
do-rags.
good,
I had to work
that's
with
some good
what I
information.
could afford. So I went out to Walmart, Walgreens, different places that was cheap to just start off my journey. You don't have to get all the expensive things right away.
Now, that's one thing I've always respected about Jeezy is he don't make you feel as if you got to go out and get this expensive stuff when he making videos like this. But when he trying to undermine me or whatever and cap for other people, he will make it seem like you have to get these products, and if you don't, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Now, what I can say is once you develop your waves and get your waves to a certain point where you want to upgrade, that's just like anything in life. You want to upgrade, you got the finances, and you want to start getting into your Torino Pros, your royalty products, Poppy Blasted, Goat.
Come on, dog.
That's a little
man, we know about the drip. We know about that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Expensive. We all know that's expensive, but at the end of the day, you're paying for the quality of the product and the name at the end of the day. So
this boy is still capping. Hey, one of the things that y'all don't understand is that the reason why Jeezy started capping so hard for this Go Drip stuff is because for about 2 years, it's probably 3 years now, this dude say that he wanted to make a product. And literally, when PB did it before him, he saw the potential. He saw like, man, a lot of people don't understand, but when you start selling these products as expensive, high quality products and you have a fan base and people just start buying, it gets to the point to where the money you making from your product exceeds your YouTube AdSense revenue, right? So I wasn't surprised when he started capping for him because maybe he's trying to still learn how to make his own product. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to do this whole spin that it's high quality, and bro, those ingredients are not high quality.
Those are some products that you could get once you want to step your game up. Because I kid you not, man, waves can really be expensive, but it ain't nothing like getting
waves
a new
is not expensive,
product to motivate you to brush and motivate you to just,
If you need a product to motivate you to get waves, then you are in waves for the wrong reasons. I'm going to just simply say this. Motivation is trash. Motivation, this is where I rank motivation in life, in anything, right? People love to talk about motivation. You can get motivated and then the next day see a tweet, or even within the next 5 minutes see a tweet or something happen to you and you lose all your motivation, right? I put discipline way higher than that because with discipline, even when you're not motivated, you will still do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So people love to say motivation. People be hitting me up saying,
hey man, how you stay motivated?
The reason why they say this is because he's telling y'all to get motivated. And I'm like, I've been sitting back telling y'all it takes discipline. You know what I'm saying?
You on your journey, because lack of motivation, lack of consistency, lack of drive and determination, that can kill off your waves and make you want to do something else. You know what I mean? So try venturing out and doing certain things with different methods, using different products. This all motivation for you to actually start brushing, because
I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say.
Brushing is 100% key to this whole process. If you're not spending time
alright,
not gonna come out. Spend brushing, I would at least spend an hour a day brushing.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't have to be a full hour if you just brushing. You can break it up in 15 minutes if you want. Okay. But if you're...
Now, this cat is telling people to brush for an hour a day, right? Think about that. I used to train people to get in better shape. And if you go back to my IG, you'll see, man, I used to look like a Spartan. I was hella ripped and everything like that. I got injured, fell off of it, and now I'm working back up to my prime. Right? And even when I used to train people, my clients were always amazed that they was able to see way better results within 30 minutes. And the main reason why, even when it comes to waves, this person specifically, he's the main person that was going around talking about, man,
J. Luke waves look like trash. Why y'all following and taking advice from somebody who waves look like trash, blah, 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 blah.
When I only brush my hair for 15 minutes a day, right? This dude is brushing his hair for at least an hour a day. And my waves look like my connections are damn near the same level as his. In some instances, they was better. And people would try to say,
oh man, what you talking about?
Now, the reason why people try to say my waves look like trash is because I don't care about always having this Instagram famous look or this YouTube famous ready look for the camera, because I try to show you guys the real. Every day, your waves not going to be looking perfect. They're not going to be looking the way that you want to, you know? So instead of me running from that and saying, man, I'm gonna wait till my waves look good and presentable. I show y'all the real. So that's when people say,
man, J. Lou waves, they cool and all, but they look like trash.
And the funny thing is, whenever my waves is hitting hard, none of these people ever here to say anything good about it, right? And I'm not looking for that, but I just find it funny. This is what I be talking about with the dry hating. Anytime there's something negative to say, they showing up, you know. But even in this situation, I can still give credit to where it's due. But let's keep watching.
Gonna get dope waves. If you want to get the waves that I have or anybody else your favorite waver has, you have to put in the time brushing. And about an hour a day is really minimal.
Minutes,
but by this being a beginner's video, that's what it takes to get your waves to the next level. Now, as far as getting a haircut, and this is a whole nother side to waving, that you actually put your waves in the hands of someone else. So
now, this is one thing I gotta give respect where it's due, because Jeezy is the person that he not only is a waver, but he's also a barber. I've always given him his respect for that. You know, I don't try to downplay or diminish somebody, especially if, like, the only time I ever will say something is when they try to downplay me. And there's a lot of things in this video I'm not touching on because it's like little subliminals. I don't worry about subliminals and stuff like that. But what I want you guys to understand is he's the person that taught people, a lot of people, how to cut your own hair. And he's one of the first wavers that I know that always said,
if you want to get your waves on an elite level, start cutting your hair.
That's solid advice. I always tell people that as well. And I actually learned it from Jeezy. So
I recommend, if you can, start cutting your own hair. But if you can't, I understand that too. What I recommend is you care about your waves. When you're starting from scratch,
I'm not gonna keep watching the rest of this, man.
Cut it all off, alright? And start from scratch. You gotta brush until your hair reaches its curl length. For me, it's around a 2.5. That's when my hair starts curling. But anything under that, my hair is just gonna be straight. So let's say you growing your...
Yo, man, this dude said his hair start curling at a 2.5, right? This is the stuff that I mean when I say he be contradicting himself constantly. Because this dude brags about his waves looking the best at a 1.5 on almost every single video. Yet, man, forget this. I don't even want to see it on my screen anymore. So, when it comes to a lot of this stuff, a lot of people don't understand, man. When it comes to the wave game, we are a very small community. And people probably are asking and wondering,
J. Lou, why you doing this, man?
But what I will say is this: I'm gonna stay positive out here. I'm gonna do the right things. You know, I'm not gonna make no moves to put myself in the cross where these people can just cross me out and be right.
The main reason why I'm doing this is because what you guys fail to realize is everything that we're doing is revolutionary. When it comes to cosmetology, when it comes to barbering, a lot of people hit me up and say,
yo, man, because of your information, I learned stuff from you that I didn't even learn whenever I was in school.
And to me, that's the greatest compliment because I'm not licensed. I'm not a barber or anything like that. Now, Jeezy clearly is and everything like that. But with the information he talks about, you would think that he would have some kind of understanding about hair. But he just admitted that he just gives y'all bro science and stuff like that, right? So the reason why I'm making this video is, man, I saw what he said. He clowned me for something that I said, and he turned around and tried to infuse it in his video. And the one thing is, I'm not mad about that. I'm like, when it comes to people copying me, people love to say,
oh man, take it as a compliment. Imitation is the best form of flattery, right?
Quote unquote. I always say giving respect where it's due is the best form. Because you give somebody their respect while they can appreciate it, rather than just trying to imitate and copy them. Even if you think of it as a business, right? A lot of people overlook what YouTube is because it's so new still. So there's not even a lot of laws in place. And one of the reasons why YouTube has been cracking down so much on a lot of content is because it's been unrestricted for so long. And in order for them to have a sustainable business, to have companies want to support their business, they have to follow certain laws, right? And if you think about it, if I built a business, if I went out there, sacrificed my blood, sweat, and tears to build a business, to find products that was something new for the community, to be able to supply my community, to better my community, and then you got somebody else that sees what I'm doing and they want to just come in my store at nighttime when they think nobody's looking, steal my products, and then put it in their store right across the street because they're trying to compete against me, and they may have a bigger store because of it. But people in that situation in real life, you could go to jail, or you might get somebody might put their hands on you, right? But when it comes to YouTube, everybody want to say,
"Oh man, take it as a form of, take it as a compliment," blah 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 blah.
All this nonsense. These cliche quotes that people don't even think about when they say these things. Like I always said, the best thing to do is give credit where it's due. And I'm the only person on YouTube that for everything that I've ever introduced, if it wasn't my own original thought, I always give credit to it. There's even people that don't like me that I gave credit in my videos, and they still hating on me to this day.
To this day! To this day!
Funny, the reason why I'm going so hard about this this topic is because, going back to my original point, when it comes to the natural hair community, when it comes to barbering, when it comes to cosmetology and all that stuff like that, when you look in these textbooks, they don't care about black people. They don't talk anything about kinky, coily hair, anything like that. It's all based off of a European standard of beauty, just like everything else currently in America is. The school systems, they teaching y'all white history. They're not teaching you black history. Most people don't even know anything about Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey. They don't know none of that. They're not teaching history. They're teaching a certain selection of history. So when it comes to even beauty standards, why you think Rihanna was one of the first person to come up with a multicolored makeup product line? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff is new and a lot of you guys don't understand that. And when it comes to this whole plateau of navigating yourself on YouTube and being a content creator, I've literally sat back and seen all these people that used to be on YouTube, all of these OGs that used to be getting respect, and then y'all wonder why these people fade in the distance. You know what I'm saying? After I dropped my video, The Truth About the Wave Game, I had a lot of these OGs hit me up and say,
"Hey man, I'm glad you did what you did. Maybe I should have spoke up when it was happening to me and it would have stopped."
But at the end of the day, everybody not J. Lou. I'm sorry that y'all not from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? People like to think that just because I'm light skinned, that,
oh man, you sensitive and
all this stupid colorism BS. But being from my city, I'm not about to allow somebody to come into my shop when I'm not looking and try to steal my products just so that they can put their products in their store and benefit off of it. The reality of this situation is, when it comes to our hair, we need people that actually know what they're talking about. I don't make it seem as if I know everything about hair. But what I do and what I take pride in is I actually research this stuff. I actually study, and I'm not licensed. I'm not a barber. And I take this stuff serious because when it comes to people's heads, this dude love to say,
"It's not that deep." Man, I don't know why people out here trying to make it seem that deep.
What are you going to tell somebody when they say,
"Hey, I'm trying to get waves, but I have alopecia. What kind of products can you recommend?" "Hey, I have psoriasis. I'm trying to get waves though. What can I do?"
You tell a person with psoriasis, brush your hair, brush your hair, brush your hair. Man, you are going to put them on a death sentence when it comes to their hair follicles. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that he said in his video are things that I've critiqued him on. But whenever I see it, they want to get all in this fake outrage and be mad on the Facebook wave pages and try to trash my name. And I'm like, he just admitted to everything that I said. Now, the funny thing is, if you're wondering why he dropped this video in March still, when I dropped that Truth About the Wave Game video, I didn't plan on making this dude quit making wave videos. But after I dropped that video, go back, watch. He didn't drop a single wave video. And if it was probably something very small or minor, or it was a mention of waves. But it wasn't a wave tutorial. Simply because when you put somebody on Front Street for the fraudulent things that they're doing, what they tend to do is they go back and try to figure out ways of how to manipulate and change things around. And it's kind of sad, man. Like, this dude is really going through an identity crisis and trying to change up the reason why he calls himself 360 Jeezy, talking about,
"It's not because of waves, it's because he spins people around in a chair."
Bruh, everybody know you as the person that got on YouTube for waves. Well, I got so many people hitting me up in my inbox, I stopped replying to them because I'm tired of people hitting me up saying,
"Hey yo, J. Lou, I'm a courtside waiver. What do I need to do to get waves?"
And I sit back and I'm like, dog, bro, there are actually products that's made specifically for your type of hair. And whenever I try to present the information, these guys are over here sitting up hating on it. And the reality is, it's like the Joe Budden versus Jay Electronica situation, right? So everybody knows Joe Budden is very opinionated, but he's honest, and he says what everybody else wants to say, but they're scared to say. But Jay Electronica tried to act as if he didn't even know who Joe Budden was, as if he never listened to his music. And then come to find out, people dug up the files, and this dude talking about, yeah,
man, Joe Budden this, Joe Budden that, blah 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 blah.
It's like, why do people do this? Why do people act as if they don't know who you are when they know secretly deep down they admire you? But whenever it comes to you giving them a critique or an opinion just to help them improve, be great, even in the wave game, the things that I do is always from an intention and a point to say, hey, iron sharpens iron. The reason why I bring that up is because if you guys don't know, when it comes to the Bible, and I'm not trying to get all super spiritual, but what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is there was a certain point in time period where all the people was working together. They was collaborating and everything like that. And they ended up building a tower that reached all the way up to the heavens. And God was like,
man, these people are too intelligent. When they come together, there's nothing that can stop them.
I used to go hit these people up in my inbox, hit them up in the inbox, probably trying to have conversations with them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what's up with this? Blah, blah, blah. Let's try to resolve this. Let's try to hash this out. And instead of responding, most of these dudes instantly, immediately hit the block button. My channel, from day one, I always said I was going to build it to where it was going to last. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I start making videos, the content that I produce is still new content that other people have never even talked about. So when people start getting onto this, people are going to start searching this stuff up. And honestly, I won't be appreciated in this generation of wavers, but the next generation, they already appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that hit me up and say,
man, I've been watching these dudes for years. But it wasn't until you showed up on the scene that I actually learned how to take care of my hair. And now I actually have waves.
I'm not going to back down because I'm from H-Time. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, when it comes to the reason why I seek to protect my content as well as my channel, is because you guys don't know. You think you can get on YouTube and simply make a video how to get waves. You got to understand that you are in a market with a whole bunch of other people, and you may not want to compete with these people, but these people see you as competition. And guess what? They've been doing this way longer than you, so they know more about how to trick the algorithm and do all this stuff like that. I sit back and watch all these videos, and you see them doing all these antics and drawing their videos out and all this extra stuff. People like my channel because I get straight to the point. But it takes me so much effort and time to research and try to make sure that all the information I present is bam, 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 bam. And I can make a video long enough to compete with these people. And the reason why I say that is simply because with the YouTube algorithm, as a small content creator, you try to get on YouTube and you try to say,
hey, you know what? I'm going to drop a washing style video.
Guess what? If this person decides to drop a washing style video because they have way more subscribers than you, and you thinking that, okay, I'm going to make my video short. I'm going to make it straight to the point. I'm going to make it 3 minutes. Guess what? People don't know who you are, and plus they're not going to watch all your video. So therefore, you already missed out on the two most important things that YouTube judges your videos off of in order to promote them. And these people will take your information or get inspired from you and not give you credit, and turn around and make a 10-minute video with all this included fluff, and you wondering why your videos don't have a chance to shine. It's because these people are purposely doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to explain that a little bit later on the truth about the breast industry when I get into that video. But that's the reality, man. If you're trying to get inspired on YouTube and you're not making long enough videos that's worth the watch, you are not going to have a sustainable channel. I'm not mad about this. It comes with the territory. But with that being said, because I have a platform, I have a voice, people respect it. Instead of me sitting back on a lot of this stuff, I'm gonna actually start speaking up and addressing it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, salute!
Now when it come to getting waves, they call me the Don. A light-skinned legend cause I shine like the sun. I brush them to the left, I brush them to the right. But if I had to talk down, I'ma knock them out of sight. Never chasing the bag, but I stay getting paid. And I don't need a do-rag to keep my waves laid.